So here I go for the third time trying to make this video. Hopefully the kids won't come down screaming and my wife won't be calling over and over. As you all know, I made a video, as many of you know, probably not all of you. I made a video a while back about spousal abuse and about how a friend of mine was facing felony charges due to her ex-boyfriend claiming that she punctured his tires. Yeah, that was it. Apparently, in Ferndale, Washington, a woman had better not touch your tires, because if you do, it's beating the crap out of your husband, or boyfriend, or whoever the man you're attached to. Because, you know, we got to protect the men from women, because, I don't know. But, yeah, so, a few weeks ago, after he filed for a restraining order, even though she had a restraining order standing, and it was done legally, through a court, with witnesses, and the fact that she had called the cops on him numerous times because he beat the living crap out of her. Well, he then tried to file one for himself. And a few weeks ago, that came up in a court proceeding, because you're allowed a certain length of time, and then you have to go to court to justify the restraining order. And he admitted in court that he made it up. He admitted that at the time of the supposed tire slashing, that he and his sister, the two witnesses, were in another town at a party getting high and drunk. He also admitted in court that he beat her up. He also admitted in court that he was high and he was seeking treatment. He also admitted in court that he had mental problems and that he was seeking treatment for that. Now, you and I, the reasonable people, would say, hey, great. He just got rid of her case, because he admitted he made it up. He admitted he was at fault for nearly every problem. He admitted that it didn't happen. Well, that's what you and I would think. It didn't happen that way. She went to court the other day, and just before that, she had spoken to her lawyer, and her lawyer said, it doesn't matter what you do. You're getting a year in prison. That's that. Take the deal now. Yeah, you guessed it. Public defender. Socklint is better for your life than a public defender will be. It will actually defend you better in court. The judge says, are you guilty? You say Socklint. And the judge will say, you know what? Good point. Okay, maybe not. But Socklint is better than a public defender. They are the lowest rung of lawyers. There is no one that is a worse lawyer than a certified public defender. I do not have a law degree, and I am a better lawyer than a public defender. They are crap, they are trash. They are the lowest rung. Let's take, for example, this one. He told her the best she can get is a year in prison. And yes, this is after the ex-boyfriend admitted in court that he made it up. This is after the other witness, you know, the guy's sister, admitted she made it up. So the entire charge, top to bottom, is fabricated. It's fictional. It didn't happen. The witnesses admit it didn't happen. And the public defender tells her that the best she can get is a year in prison for something that didn't happen. So, you and I and every reasonable person would think, okay, well, you know what, take it to trial because this has to come out that it didn't happen. Well, she went to court on Friday, and she had a separate attorney through the women's victim group that she's involved in. I can't name it, of course. And so they go to court. she tells the public defender, you know what, you are a piece of shit. And the public defender kind of looks at her and goes, yeah, I hear that a lot. Well, no fucking shit. Maybe it's because you're a, I don't know, piece of shit. Well, anyway, they get into court pretty secure in the knowledge that it was made up, that the not the defendant, the other one, made it up. Pretty secure in the knowledge that the witnesses are admitted to have made it up. The entire charge, top to bottom, made up. You know, you could walk into court pretty secure in this knowledge. It didn't work that way. No, see, the cop that took the statement from her originally, a couple months ago, he decided that he didn't want it to go away. I don't know if they're like paid on quota or something, or if the ex-boyfriend's dad, who's a landowner in the area, like talked to the cop and said, hey, how much will it be for you to keep this going? I'm not going to outright accuse the guy of being bribed, the cop, but, well, yeah, I am. The motherfucker was bribed. He took a payment to keep a charge going. Maybe it was from the DA. I don't know. But somebody paid this fucker to lie. And this is why. They go to court, and suddenly, this happened the day before, but nobody was told until the day of court, he filed that he witnessed the crime. He didn't know she'd done it, of course, until he saw her making the report, or until he interviewed her while making the report. And then he knew that he witnessed her stab those tires. So now you and I and every reasonable person are going, okay, great. So that shows up in the original report, you know, arresting officer, witnessed so-and-so do such and such. No. No. Like I said a few minutes ago, it happened literally the day before. The day before the court. The day before she went in for a pretrial hearing. That's when he said he witnessed her do it. Now, his statement says that he witnessed a woman slashing tires, and when he took her statement at the police station, he recognized her. Okay, you get this? Now here's where it gets really fucked up. He didn't say anything on the report. He didn't write, oh my God, this is the woman I witnessed last night. No. He didn't write, wow, I saw these tires slashed last night. No. He didn't write, saw tires slashed, maybe her. No. He actually didn't write anything until the day before court for the pretrial hearing 2 months later, or a month and a half, whatever. Okay, so this leads me to wonder a few things. This leads, well, pretty much everyone to wonder a few things. A police officer witnesses a crime in progress. Doesn't do anything. Oh, wait. They asked him, why didn't you do anything? Then he says, well, it was off-duty. So an off-duty police officer witnesses a property crime in action and doesn't do anything. Says, meh, I'm busy. Then he was asked, why didn't you call it in? Maybe you're not on duty, but you could have called it in. And he says, no, I was busy with my family. So a guy driving down the road, an off-duty police officer with his family, drives down the road, witnesses a property crime in action, and says, meh, my wife's lipstick looks really good. What? He's a fucking cop. He's supposed to notice things. He's a fucking cop. If he sees a crime in action, he's supposed to call it in. He's a fucking cop. If he sees a crime in action, he's actually supposed to prevent the crime in action or call it in. Nah. He just doesn't want to. So the next day, the ex-boyfriend of my friend goes to the police station, files these charges, false charges. A couple days later, they contact my friend and say, come down and take a statement. Make a statement. Take a statement. Whatever it is. And the same cop that witnessed the crime takes her statement, supposedly recognizes her then, that's what his testimony says, but he didn't mark, I witnessed her do this. Or, oh my gosh, this is the broad that I saw do this. Nope. He just takes the statement, turns it in. It's only after the ex-boyfriend admits it's all made up that this cop says, oh yeah, I witnessed it. Here's where it gets really fucked up. To anyone else in this nation, this is a slam dunk. You're not going to be convicted. Your witnesses have all admitted that they weren't witnesses, except for one, who only admitted it the day before court. There's no evidence that it happened. Can we go any farther on this? Seriously. I can't even make it any more miserable. There's no case. Except for that the woman's advocate lawyer admitted that this is Ferndale, Washington. That one miserable pig, his word, is worth more than any 10 women. Welcome, Ferndale, Washington, to the 1950s. Fuck's sake. She actually had to take a plea to property damage. The prosecutor, after hearing she had cancer and had to have part of her female portions removed, that she had 4 kids who were homeless due to this fucking prick, who heard about all the times that the cops were called because he beat the living crap out of her. All of this. And the prosecuting attorney admitted he wished he had known this. Where were you, public defender? This should have been the first thing you told him. And for you, you fucking pig that lied your ass off and presumably got paid for it, because why else would you lie? Fuck you!